So I really wanted to make this video yesterday, but with all the problems with Call of Duty, with all the levels being reset and all the bundles being taken away, there was a lot of issues that was going on yesterday. A lot of people weren't even able to access Modern Warfare Zombies, so it just didn't feel right trying to put out a video saying, hey, you guys should go try this when you can't even access the game. But we're back here today and everything is 100% back to normal, at least I do believe it is. And this was kind of a special run here, so I kind of wanted to showcase for you guys on how dying in Modern Warfare Zombies can actually be a really good thing and can be setting you up for one of the best runs that you've ever had. So with that, welcome on back to the channel, everybody. If y'all don't know, my name is Ghost. I appreciate everybody that stopped by the video today. If you're into zombies content or anything Call of Duty, please do consider subscribing to the channel and dropping a like on the video, man. I'd greatly appreciate it. Now you're gonna notice we're starting off here in the Dark Aether, and when I opened up my backpack, I already had the schematics for the golden armor and the dog bone, and I did have an ether blade case on me. Well, this is because I just ended up dying in the Dark Aether in my last match. I did try to give away the dog bone and the golden armor schematics to a couple people in the main map, but I think they already had them. Also, if you just died and you have a tombstone somewhere, and let's say you have an operator that doesn't have a large backpack or those 3-plate vests or anything like that, you really don't need to go through all the extra steps like trying to get a bunch of essence or go into the mercenary camps to get the key cards and stuff like that. One of the #1 things that I really like to do is looking for those light blue to grayish looking lockers. Those have a really high chance of spawning in armor vests and backpacks, and they do spawn in large backpacks and 3-plate vests all the time. Now there are certain locations that have more of these than others, like there is those buildings that pop off power, those have a bunch of them. There is also a bunch of buildings up in the military base that have these. So yeah, if you see these lockers anywhere and if you need any of these items, be sure to check these. They do have a really high spawn rate for these items. I do believe I had about 30k in essence and plus that refined crystal in here plus the ether blade, so I stored all of those into my backpack and then made my way into the Dark Aether after finding a sigil. Now I did end up bringing in the triple pack waff, which is what we're going to be using mainly while we're in here. I was trying and testing out the Lockwood from Modern Warfare 2, the Doom bundle version, and unfortunately I just was not really a fan. So we're going to be making a lot of use of this Wonder Waff, and I think the Wonder Waff is probably one of the most slept on wonder weapons here in Modern Warfare Zombies. I do really love the VR11 and like the Scorcher case and stuff like that. The VR11 is really good for bosses and like defeating the Red Worm and repairing the vehicle when you're doing the escort mission and stuff like that. And the Scorcher is also just the best thing to traverse in Modern Warfare Zombies. It's definitely the fastest and most funnest way to get around, but the Wonder Waff is so good at doing certain things, just like by clearing out zombies, and that's the main point of this game, is killing zombies. And with this ether extractor contract done, man, we pulled some really good loot out of this one. We ended up with a legendary ether tool and a ether blade case, man. When we got 2 ether blades in our stash, that's amazing. And now we're gonna head on down and go start this holdout mission, and this is where the Wonder Waff is actually really gonna shine. Now I do feel like lately after season 2, I kind of feel like the rewards here in the regular Dark Aether in tier 4 have been nerfed ever so slightly. I kind of feel like about half the time when I come in here now, I don't really have a chance of finding those classified acquisitions. I feel like I have a better chance of coming in here and getting those wonder weapons, that's for damn sure. So if you guys don't know where those keys are, I'm gonna put up a map on the screen right here so you guys can go around and find those, and just go around and check all of those locked rooms and see if you can pull some wonder weapons. I can usually leave the Dark Aether with about 2 of these things every game. Now they're not guaranteed, these things are very random, this game is very RNG, but usually I can leave the Dark Aether with about 2 wonder weapons. So just taking a look into my stash here as I was heading on my way into the holdout mission, and man, we got the schematics for the dog bone, the golden armor plate, we got a bunch of crystals, 2 ether blades, a legendary ether tool. Man, the stash is already looking good. We got a sigil for our next run, so we don't even have to find one of those. Now I was extremely tempted on using one of these ether blades just so I could have a little bit of an easier time in here, but I'm pretty confident with this Wonder Waff to get this holdout mission done, and I do have a couple self-reses, so I think we're gonna be okay. Even if we go down once, it's gonna be alright. I'm also working on a 0 to hero video that I've been trying to put together. I just had a really good match the other day. The only problem is I don't want to upload like an hour-and-a-half long video. It was a really awesome match where I started it with absolutely nothing, and then we ended it by going into the Dark Aether and getting a bunch of really good loot in there. I'm just in the process of really trying to figure out how I want to edit it all together and kind of mash it into a, you know, maybe a 10-15 minute video instead of uploading an hour-and-a-half long thing. Maybe if I actually recorded while I was doing gameplay, that might be a little bit easier. We might try that here in the near future. Also, I just want to say this right now from the bottom of my heart. Thank you everybody that has been supporting the living hell out of the channel the last couple of months. I was able to order a new PC, which that is showing up here today, and that is honestly 100% because of you guys. I have been working with the same old, slow, junky computer for many years now, and I'm finally able to upgrade, and honestly it's 100% because of the Modern Warfare Zombies community. You guys rock. You are fucking amazing. I honestly can't put it any other way. So thank you guys all again for giving me the opportunity to do what I do, and expect some better content here in the near future. I'm gonna try to not only just upload more and be more consistent, but I also want the quality of the content to go up a lot too, which I will now be able to do. So thank you guys again. But with this holdout mission finally being done, we ended up with another refined crystal. That gives us 3 refined crystals in our bag, which is a little crazy, and we ended up with an Elder Sigil, which is awesome. We're definitely going to be going in there. Those are a guaranteed way to get those classified acquisitions, so definitely going in that Elder. But now that we got these done, we are going to skip that escort mission because we don't have the VR11, and trying to do that thing without it solo is close to impossible, so we're just going to skip that. But we're going to go around and get some of those wonder weapons from those locked rooms. Now, if you have depth perception on, you can see those cases through the walls, so you know if it's even worth it going for those keys or not. But as of right now, before we get the schematic for the VR11, this is one of the only ways for you to guarantee yourself extracting with a VR11 case. Now, it's not going to be in one of these rooms every single time. The wonder weapons are always changing. Now, me personally, I do find wonder waffs and ray guns more than anything else. The Scorcher cases and VR11s are definitely able to be found in here. I've found them plenty of times. They're just a bit rare, and I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I can never keep more than like one VR11 in my stash at a time. As soon as I get one, I end up using it, and then I'm without one for a few days until I can find another one, which in this match we ended up finding a wonder waff in the first room that we checked, and then we got a ray gun in the second room that we checked. I did peer into the other rooms and they were empty, so we're just gonna skip those, and we're gonna go over to the extraction now because I do believe I've done almost everything in here that I would like to do. But holy shit, look at this stash, boys. We got a wonder waff case, we got a ray gun case, we have 3 refined crystals, we have 2 ether blade cases, legendary ether tool, and an elder sigil. Man, I think this is definitely one of the best loot runs that I've had here in recent times, and does really go to show you that if you just died recently and if you had a tombstone with a couple decent things in it, mainly that essence. So if you just died here in Modern Warfare Zombies, and if you had tombstone, especially with some good essence in it, you could just be setting yourself up for one of the best runs that you've ever had. And if you heard the jingling in the background, that is my cat. For some reason, she likes to play with her ball whenever I'm recording. Again, I appreciate everybody that stopped by the video. Drop it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.